So we're going to put a half cup of milk and a third cup of water into our mixing bowl. This is our stand mixer. Then we're going to add 2 eggs, a quarter cup of butter. It's melted butter that I used, a quarter cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt. I use sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. And then we're going to use 4 cups of all-purpose flour. We're then going to put 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. And we're going to put on our paddle attachment in order to start mixing everything together. So we're going to mix away to incorporate everything. Now what I find is that usually I do have to add a little more water. So you would see me doing that to help to bring the dough together, not much. I would slowly add a little water to help to bring everything together. So that's what you see me doing there. Just adding a little amount. What I'm looking at is at the bottom of the bowl. I'm looking to see if I've seen any dry bits or if everything is coming together. Once I see that, then I will stop adding water. And then at this point, I'm going to change out my paddle and I'm going to put on the hook attachment instead in order to knead the dough. So once I put on the hook attachment, I will knead the dough for about 8 minutes. So just put on your timer and leave it to do its thing. After it's finished kneading, we will then remove the bowl from the stand mixer, and I'm now going to form the dough into a rounded ball. So I would actually use my hands to form a rounded ball, and I'm just tucking it under, and then I'm just gonna like turn it over and sort of seal it at the bottom, pinch it together just to get a nice rounded ball. Nice. So once that's done, we're now going to add a little bit of oil. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the bowl, and then I'm going to add some more oil on the top of the dough to help it to remain nice and moist and not to stick, as we're going to leave this now to rest. So once we have our oil, they're nicely done. I'm now going to get plastic wrap, and the longer you leave this to rest is actually the best. So I left my own to rest maybe for about 4 hours. So if you're going to bake bread for dinner, you can start this process in the morning. So after you leave it to rest, you can see what happens. It gets nice and big. And now what we're going to do is flour our work surface. Very lightly, not much flour, just a little dusting of flour on our work surface. And we're going to put our dough onto our work surface. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut this dough in half. So we're just going to use a knife there and cut it in half. And then I'm going to work with one piece or one half. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just shape my dough into a nice smooth ball. So I'm just tucking it under there in order to shape it. And then I'm going to roll it out slightly by pulling it so that I can cut pieces off of it in order to make my dinner rolls. So I'm just kind of rolling it there and pulling at the same time, rolling and pulling, so that we can cut it up into smaller pieces, and then we're gonna again shape it into rounded balls or dinner rolls, dinner roll, or in the dinner roll shape. So I'm just cutting it there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tuck it under and shape it into a nice smooth ball. I'm pinching the bottom to seal it, and I'm spinning it in my hand so that it gets a nice rounded shape. So there we have our first dinner roll on our baking sheet. So I'm just going to continue this process. Okay, so we're just going to cover our dinner rolls and leave it to rest for about 2 hours or so. Alright, so after about 2 hours, there we have our dinner rolls. They have risen nicely. So now it's time for us to put it into the oven. So I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for between 20 to 30 minutes. Of course, if you have a conventional oven, you can put it at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now again, because I have a small oven, about 10 minutes in, I covered my dinner rolls with some parchment paper to prevent the top from getting too brown. There you have it, folks, our delicious dinner rolls. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and give the video the thumbs up. See you in my next video. Bye for now.